First off, I want to say I mean no disrespect whatsoever from my video here. This is strictly for research purposes, for information purposes, to get this out to my following. Not everybody watches cable nowadays. Not everybody has access to this information on all the different platforms. And I think that's what's important for us YouTubers, to be able to relay this to our followings, but also relay it to them and let them know how we feel. So that is my main purpose for doing so. I almost honestly didn't want to do it, but I'm going to do it. Chris Watts reveals gruesome details about the day he killed his pregnant wife, NBC News, 9 hours ago. I don't know how many of you guys have seen the Dr. Phil special about this, but all the details have came to light. We now know how Chris Watts carried out this brutal, careless, criminally insane, heartless, deranged murder on his own little girls, his wife and unborn baby. All right, so let's look here. Chris Watts' attorney is quoted on the front page of the People website. It says, Chris Watts killed daughters at oil field after driving there with their mom's dead body. After he strangled his pregnant wife, Chris Watts wrapped her body in a sheet and drove 45 minutes to an oil field with his two daughters in the truck. Once there, he buried the woman's body before smothering their children to death. Wow. When Watts arrived at the remote location outside Frederick, Colorado, Watts left the vehicle running while he unloaded his wife's lifeless body. Watts, 33, dug a shallow grave and buried her while his daughters watched. But according to Watts' confession, the night became even more horrific. He walks over, takes CC Celeste's favorite blanket, and smothers her. Then he takes her body, takes it out of the vehicle. At this point, Bella, his other daughter, had unbuckled herself from the vehicle. He went back to the vehicle. Bella said, "Please, Daddy, don't do to me what you just did to Cece." Watts smothered Bella as well and disposed of the girls' bodies in a large oil tank. All three bodies were found 3 days later. In Jesus' name, I pray these little girls, I hope to God they're with their mom and they're feeling something different than what they felt here. According to Lambert, Watts' attorney, Bella tried desperately to survive. There was a struggle from Bella. I believe there were signs that she fought for her life, Lambert said. Of the things that have been hard for Shanann's family to comprehend and to accept in this reality, what happened to Bella in those last moments has been the hardest. You know, Chris Watts pleaded guilty, and he will be serving 5 life sentences without the possibility of parole. I agree with a lot of people. He deserves to rot. The thing is I don't think from what has been said, he told these investigators what he did, how he carried this out, just as if he was having a talk with a neighbor. I can't see him being in prison, sitting there, hating himself and thinking about what he did there. He's heartless. I think that they should have took him out on that field and strangled him to death and burned his body. Watts was having an affair with a coworker at the time of the killings. Authorities have cited his desire for a fresh start with his mistress as his motive. Son of a bitch. Killed his 3 children over a woman. Had a good woman. Had the mother of his children. We all can sit back and think to ourselves, wonder how could he do this? I think the worst part is I don't think he cares. I don't think he'll ever care. I don't think it will ever hit him. And that is so sad. That is so sad. Those are the most dangerous kind of individuals. Those are true demons. I tell you guys, people like Chris Watts are the kind of people, when they die, their spirit, that kind of spirit is the kind of spirit to watch out for. Those are evil entities. Imagine Chris Watts as a spirit. That negative energy that will come between realms, walk this earth. Think about that. Think about the remnants of his crimes and that energy left on this world. It's sad to say, but it leaves a mark. You know, what I do is I communicate with the dead. And I did a spirit box session a while back. It's on my channel here, trying to communicate with Shanann. And I was thinking at the end of this video that I would be doing a session trying to communicate with the little girls, to try and communicate with Shanann. But I can't do it right now. I can't do it. I can't after hearing this, after reading this, talking about it. It's something I want to do. I don't know that it will be successful. It's something I want to do. But I am going to have to seriously get up the energy to commit to doing it, because this is such a this is a tough one, man. You know, I don't want to see anybody hurt. But man, the spot I have in my heart for children, as I know that all of us do, you know, to be able to kill, to smother your own children, to hurt any child, but smother your own children. You know, I know this has been hard for a lot of people out there following this story. And that's one reason I wanted to do this. Is I know there's a lot of people that say, you know, I've been following this close, and I'm sure a lot of people seen Dr. Phil, and there's people out there, though, believe it or not, that don't know anything about this case, and this is going to be new to them. You know, I'm one of those people that a few years ago I just completely cut off the news and newspapers, and I don't want to know what's going on around the world. You know, I want to be away from that shit, you know, because this is hard. Luckily, I'm one of those people, man, I know how to, besides right now, I know how to push this stuff to the side and go on about my everyday. But there is a lot of people that this case is affecting so bad right now and will affect for long term. There's people that this didn't even happen to. These weren't even their family members. But because we have hearts, because we have love, not like Chris Watts, this is something that is going to... It's going to be a heavy weight on a lot of us. Because this was just cruelty at its worst. And to know that this son of a bitch is getting 3 meals a fucking day, a cot to sleep on, I feel that his punishment should have been severe. I feel that the laws need to be revised for individuals like this and crimes like this. I feel that there shouldn't be no trial. There shouldn't be, the only sentence it should be quick. It should be an open and shut thing. Once he told those investigators what he did, they should walk him out in that field and they should all just take fire on him. This is part 1. I guess in part 2, I will do the session and I will try and reach out to Shanann. I will try and reach out to Bella and Celeste. And I don't know if we'll be successful or not, but I'm going to try spiritually. I'm going to see if the spirits will help me. bring them, and maybe they may have some kind of message. And if we do, maybe the family hearing it will mean a lot to them. My name's Jody Dean. I'm Mr. Hunting the Dead. Thank you guys for watching this video.